till I got into the university and got into the appointment as Vice Chancellor. And that's when I really began to be associated with him, because my appointment was just 2 days before the 1983 July riots, when the ethnic conflict began in the country. And I had some 400 Tamil students inside the university complex, and when I was informed that Moratuwa was burning, the town, and I had staff also. I had about maybe 30 Tamil-speaking staff. So he was the Chancellor, I was the Vice Chancellor. So my first call was to tell him that something serious is going to happen. I'm going to lock down the university, close the doors, close the gates, and said nobody is to go out. Requisition the food that was wanted from the town shops, and started to fathom what was going on. It's then when I got into the town that I realized how serious it was, and I told Arthur, we better move the students. These students, I'll keep them tonight in the hostels. But after that, we had to move them from here because the local village was in total support of me. And they assured me that they wouldn't allow anybody to get in for any activity. And next morning, he and I persuaded the President Jaffna at that time to make available transport with police escort to take them to the Ratmalana airport hangar. And that's when I realized his concern for what is going on, not only the students but in the country. And he accompanied me to the hangar, spoke to the students, and so like that I began to get to know him, and in the process I used to meet him just here in this very room almost every other day to discuss this matter, and within a few days we were able to transport the students affected students to safety from the hangar to their districts in Vaunea, Jaffna, etc. by ship. There were two occasions that prompted me to get closer to him. One was the discussion with him on getting to know what his own working life was. That time he was able to move around, he was not physically disabled in any form. So when I came here, I saw this huge collection of literature. That prompted me to look at him in a different way also. Although I was not an Arthur Clarke fan in that sense, I realized the vastness of his networks. And then I was talking to him, why don't we set up a center in his name? And then I was informed by him that the government was also considering introducing modern technologies into a legal format and creating a center to promote this. And it was almost certain at that time it would be named after him, the Arthur C Clarke Center for Modern Technologies. That's how it was known then. The present Prime Minister's father was the one who showed me the draft act that was being formulated. And I realized for the first time that the country was going to embark on modern technologies as a footprint for economic change. He then told me that he got a communication award on Marconi award, I think from Italy. He gave the entire grant to build the Arthur Clarke Center. I told him I have got to know the bureaucracy of tenders and things. This will take another 2 years. So I said, give the building. So he said, I'll give the money to the architect and the consultants and the contractor. You take over the building. I'll donate the building. You give me the land. And that was another incident in which our connections very much started to change the whole thinking process of Moratuwa also, because by that time our students who got to know him started thinking what are the new courses that we must begin, and we began the first degree program in computer engineering. Today is the It's a basic driver of knowledge economy in the country.